Hey, greetings viewers, welcome back to another video. Today's showcase is going to be featuring more Lobster tools. These are a new purchase, a new small tool haul for me from a company that I've utilized many times over the course of years, a Machine, again from Ruckton Marketplace. Have you guys ever gone through what I've experienced? I'm sure you have. That is tool buying based on a rather impulsive nature. What I mean by that is like you look at something online, you see the pictures, you're like, ooh, eye candy, right? And it's just like, I gotta have that. This was one such example for me. It doesn't happen very often, but this is what did it for me this time around is these C-clamps from Lobster. Uh, it's just the form factor. I love the way they looked in picture, and I received it. It's not a buy remorse, nor regrets whatsoever. It came out to be something that I expected. I was not underwhelmed nor overwhelmed. This is quite a happy purchase in terms of just simply satisfying my my tool cravings. So I'm sure some of you have experienced that. Not a bad thing, right? Sometimes you just want to have something that looks cool, and cool tools. Always nice to have cool tools, such as this one. Well, I think it deserves a little bit of explaining before you skip through the video. These are different from your average C-clamp. What is that? These are actually stainless steel forged alloy C-clamps. So not very often. You're not going to find any of that at your local hardware store, brick and mortar store. You're going to find regular cast iron or steel. But not the case with these lobsters. Lobster does offer, the more standard stuff, F-type, C-type, and this happens to be a B-type. So they do have a variety. I just purchased two from their B-type clamp. The largest one that they offer in the stainless steel series is this 4-inch one, or equivalent metric would be 100 millimeter opening clamping capacity. And this little guy here is a 1-inch or a 25 millimeter opening or clamping capacity. And they got three sizes in between this largest and smallest. Being stainless steel, they're not necessarily the most economical C-clamps to purchase compared to your average stuff. These run quite a bit more. This larger one being, I think it was 80 something dollars in US, and this one is, I think it was, sorry, did I say, I think I said $80, and this one is $30. Approximate, right? Equivalent here. So yes, not the most budget friendly, but it is stainless steel. The Acme thread, clamping thread portion here is 304 alloy stainless steel, while the body is composed of, or is using, a different stainless steel alloy. I forget the number for it, but yeah, I'm just in love with this form factor, the sculpting, just the overall look of this piece of steel. It's just eye candy for me. Not to mention the finish of it. It's not the usual dark colored finish. You get this nice stainless steel, kind of like a chrome plated finish. Love it. So they call this, not just Lobster, but Japanese manufacturers, they call this type of C-clamp a B-type clamp. And the C-type is more of a horseshoe shape. These are called B-type, and some manufacturers actually refer them, the B-type, as Bako type. So Bako, the Swedish tool manufacturer. So I think that I'm not a historian when it comes to C-clamps, but perhaps that is because Bako was the first, or maybe one of the first, to invent or patent this shape way back when. Who knows when? Probably in the late 1800s, if I were to guess. So yeah, this is the B type. Love this shape. I've probably already said that a few times already. But yeah, happy to have this, even though C-type C-clamps are not something I use on the daily. Hardly ever, actually. But hey, just wanted to have it. Moving on to these three Lobster items. Lobster, in the previous video, I mentioned that they, among different, they specialize also in making products for riveting tools, whether it be hand, pneumatic, or cordless variety. They have riveters and they have nut riveters as well. So these products here are fairly new. I think there's a version 2 of these out there, but this is what you get. They're rivnuts. Nothing, you know, like you take a look at it. Yes, we can get rivnuts over here on our side of the pond, so to speak. But these are different in that, at least I haven't seen anything like this offered in North America. This product allows you to set a rivnut in place without needing a dedicated pair of rivnut-setters, the hand variety. This one allows you to use a 17 mil wrench and an appropriately sized hex key. In this case, it's a 3 mil hex key. So they have, as far as I know, if I recall correctly, they have, this one's M4, M5, and M6 thread nut riveters, or sorry, rivnuts. And they come in a variety pack here. Variety in the sense that you get more rivnuts on the smaller size compared to the M6, which contains 6 rivnuts in this package. Well, these come with, I think it was 8, let's see, or no, 10 pieces of rivnuts, and then you get the mandrel and the hex cap screw. So you have your steel plate, which is already pre-drilled. You insert that into the pre-drilled hole, and then you thread the socket cap screw with your favorite hex key. So I get this in focus. And you have your 17 mil wrench of various forms, and you can simply thread this guy all the way, which sets the rivnut in place. You unscrew and you're ready for business. You get to insert your M4 screw in there to secure whatever it is that you are securing. So I think it's neat in the fact that you might be trying to set one of these in place in a confined location where you may not necessarily be able to use a hand-operated nut setter. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Product so far I've only seen exclusively through Lobster, probably because they do actually make them. So that is that. And just as a filler, it's not a Lobster tool, but one last item is a Kokan quick spinner in the 1/2 inch drive variety. And I have a video dedicated to explaining what a quick spinner is. So if you haven't seen that, leave a link up here so you can learn about that product. So there it is. That's all I have for today. Hope you guys have a good one, and see you in a future episode. Have a good one.